What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Freedom Fire podcast, where we want to stoke the flames of freedom every single day. My name is Kendall Bowman. We got a loaded show for you guys today, but before we get into that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and share the show with your friends. Be sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be informed of when we put out new episodes, and follow us on all the socials down in the description. All right, guys, so we got a crazy story for you guys today from Breitbart. U.S. military shoots down unidentified flying object over Lake Huron, the fourth shoot down in 8 days. The United States military on Sunday shot down an unidentified flying object over Michigan, the fourth U.S. military shoot down in 8 days. The North American Defense Command, or NORAD, said in a statement today at 2:42 p.m. at the direction of President Biden and based on the recommendations of Secretary Austin and military leadership, an F-16 fired an AIM-9X to successfully shoot down an airborne object flying at approximately 20,000 feet altitude in U.S. airspace over Lake Huron in the state of Michigan. Its path and altitude raised concerns, including that it could be a hazard to civil aviation. The location chosen for this shootdown offered us the opportunity to avoid impact to people on the ground while improving chances for debris recovery. There are no indications of any civilians hurt or otherwise affected. North American Aerospace Defense Command detected the object Sunday morning and has maintained visual and radar tracking of it. Based on its flight path and data, we can reasonably connect this object to the radar signal picked up over Montana, which flew in proximity to sensitive DoD sites. We did not assess it to be a kinetic military threat to anything on the ground, but assess it was a safety flight hazard and a threat due to its potential surveillance capabilities. Our team will now work to recover the object in an effort to learn more. A congressional aide told the Wall Street Journal that the object over Lake Huron was octagon-shaped. Rep. Jack Bergman tweeted, "I've been in contact with the DoD regarding operations across the Great Lakes region today. The U.S. military has decommissioned another object over Lake Huron. I appreciate the decisive action by our fighter pilots. The American people deserve far more answers than we have." And he's correct. He's correct. We do deserve far more answers. And there's a few scenarios that everybody is kind of running through their brains about what is going on here, because this is the fourth time in only 8 days where, well, it's 10 days now because I'm doing this 2 days after this article was posted. But so the fourth time in about 10 days now at the time of this video that we've had a balloon or a unidentified flying object that needed to be shot down over our airspace, okay? And the scenario that I find least plausible is aliens. Like, guys, it's not aliens. Come on. I think that we need to be more focused on what is realistic instead of what we want it to be, because I get it. It's fun to talk about. It's fun to think that, oh, it's aliens, they're coming to whatever, but I don't think it's aliens. Okay, the two scenarios that I think are more plausible or most plausible is, number one, I believe that this could be a false flag event. Okay, I believe that I don't trust the CCP. I don't trust the Communist Chinese Party at all, one bit. But at the same time, I don't trust the United States government either. Okay, the United States government has proven over and over and over again through things like Project Northwoods, through the Tuskegee experiments, through Mount Carmel and Waco with the Branch Davidians, like, they will do whatever they need to do to get what they want. Okay. That's the reality of the United States federal government as we're speaking, okay? So I believe that this could be a false flag event that is used to drum up hatred, to drum up vitriol against the Chinese in order to get us to hate them so that we can then have an excuse to go after them or to get into a conflict with them whenever China inevitably goes after Taiwan. Okay, this is something similar to what happened back in the Civil War. The Civil War there really wasn't a whole lot of support from the North, from the people of the North, to go to war with the Confederacy. You know what I'm saying? The people of the North kind of had the attitude of, oh, well, they want to go, they want to secede, fine, get out of here, get out of our country, we don't need you, you know. And then the Confederates attacked Fort Sumter, and that was a problem, okay, because those were Union troops that were being attacked by Confederate troops, and that ticked off the Northerners, which ultimately drummed up the vitriol and the hatred that was required for Abraham Lincoln to send in the troops. I believe that this could be a false flag event to try and get us to hate the Chinese so that the United States government, the United States military, can have an excuse to go after China whenever they inevitably go after Taiwan. Now, the second scenario I believe this could be is that this is just simply China. This is just simply what they're doing. We know that they have this military apparatus where they send they send these balloons all over the world. You know, we're not the only country that China is doing this to, so I mean it's happening all over Europe as well. So we know that this is something that they do. We know that they like to use this to surveil other nations and try to get data on them. If this is China, that means that this is getting to a point where we're getting very close to what I believe is them gearing up to invade Taiwan. Okay, and that's extremely dangerous. Okay, because it's showing that by them doing this, they are showing that they don't care about the consequences of this action, and I believe that they believe that for two reasons. One, because Joe Biden is a weak and incompetent president, and two, they don't care about the consequences of this because they're about to do something much worse, okay, which could be invading Taiwan. It could be a preemptive strike against the United States to try to take us out of the fight so that they can take Taiwan. I don't know. I don't know which of those is most plausible. I know that when it comes to these balloons, something that is very scary and very dangerous is the fact that a device could be attached to the balloon and then flown over the central United States, which is exactly what happened here. This made it all the way to Lake Michigan from the West Coast, okay? I believe that they could attach a device to these balloons, send it over the central United States that would set off an EMP that would send us back to the Dark Ages. Okay? Now, I believe that is a very plausible scenario because there's like 12 other nations that have this capability, and several of them hate us. So, and one of them is China. So I believe it's a very plausible scenario, and we need to do a better job. If it is China, we need to do a better job of knocking these things out of the sky before they have the opportunity to get over central United States to where they can have the ultimate impact of completely knocking out our power grid. Okay? I don't know, guys. I don't know specifically which of the scenarios it is. I'm hoping that this is just a false flag event, from the United States, because ultimately that would mean that, China is still a little ways off from invading Taiwan. But I will say, if it is the Chinese and they just don't really care about the consequences of this, I would say that that's a pretty good sign that they're about to do something worse, which to me, that means invading Taiwan. Okay. And that's a scary thought because Biden has already stated multiple times that he would send in the military to intervene and to fight alongside the Taiwanese. Now, I want the Taiwanese to be free. I don't want the Taiwanese to have to live under a communist regime. But at the same time, I've said it time and time again, guys, we can't be the world police. We can't. We should have never sent our jobs over to Asia. We should have always had them here. We need to be building them up now, which I will congratulate Biden. He has done some things to help on the chips front. Okay, on bringing that manufacturing back to the United States. Okay, I like that. I do. I will congratulate him where it is deserved, and then I will ridicule him where it is also deserved, just like we should be doing with any president. But I don't know, guys. I don't know where this goes. I don't know which scenario is true. Only the future will tell. But I think we're about to find out pretty soon. You guys let me know down in the comments which scenario you guys think is real. If you've got an argument for, why you think that this is aliens, go ahead and give your argument down in the comment section. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we post new videos. We'd love to have you part of the family here at Freedom Fire. Go ahead and follow us on all the socials down in the description. If you guys want to talk to me and communicate with me, I would say that Twitter and Instagram are the best platforms to do that, because you can message me on those platforms and send me stuff that you guys want me to talk about. You guys can send me news stories and things like that. I'm gonna have another show coming for you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys.